How's it going, everyone? Sethphir here, and welcome back to another Tower of Fantasy video. This is going to be day 15 in the Ultimate Guide series, and there are a lot of crucial and important updates here, especially to Vitality, which is going to be absolutely massive. I'm going to tell you all about that coming up. In addition to that, we have finally hit 50,000 subscribers. You guys are crazy. Thank you for all of the support and love. And finally, we also have 2.0 announcement has come out for global. So we're going to be getting Vera and Mioria sometime in the future. They didn't set a date yet, but it's going to be something interesting to talk about. And in the trailer, I did see Lynn and Ruby. So these might be characters coming up. We also have Frigg on the horizon. So there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, we're going to start off with our speedrun daily checklist. And there are going to be a lot of different things in here now. So pay attention to this one. So the first thing you do when you log in is going to be your bounties. So you're going to go ahead and collect those. My bounties were terrible today. I got a bunch of B ranks and even a D rank bounty. It was really bad. My XP was not great from that. And as you can see, this is not really scaling. It's scaling on the Merc rank. So we're getting less XP now. So that's something we're going to talk about in the future. Next is the main story. It will be unlocking in 66 hours into the tower. So you will have nothing to do there. So you can see this XP is getting a little limited. Now we have the runes. That was pretty nice. I did get 120,000 experience from clearing rune EO3 on easy. That is the new one. You will also get 5 shards for the hologram projector, which is very nice. And once you hit level 48, which I haven't already, and we'll talk about that, you're going to get access to normal on C01, which will give you more hover cannon shards, as well as a couple of purple dust. So that's always nice to have. And then we were going to talk about the Mia's Kitchen. Just make sure you're on top of that, claiming that for your XP, because trust me, you're going to need it. Now we have an absolute massive game changer update to Vitality. You need to start doing this now in preparation for Friday. We should have enough weapon augment materials to level up our weapons at this point. So what we're going to do is start holding Omnium Beacons. As you can see, I have Omnium Beacons ready to go. I've been claiming a few, and I just let them set there. You hit claim, and you do nothing with them, because what's going to happen is on Friday, when everything is going to be able to get gold dust, or whenever we're able to get gold dust, if it's a little bit further after that, you're going to be able to cash in these Omnium Beacons for gold dust in the future and higher ranked rewards. So start saving now, start cashing your Omnium Beacons. It will be good to do anyways, just for the achievement down the line. So do not place them. I repeat, do not place them yet. We will place them a little bit later down the line when it gets closer to cashing in with the gold dust. And do keep in mind, when you place them, if you go offline, somebody can find your beacon and reduce your rewards. So we'll talk about a strategy with the beehives and zero farm AFK with that. So we'll go ahead and get into all that stuff in tomorrow's video. But just be aware right now, start using your Vitality on beacons just in case, and then hold them for that level 50 margin there. Once we got all that done, make sure to kill your 2 world bosses for the event. The themed event here for killing this and getting the energy points. You're going to make sure you want to do that for the executor training, because there are a lot of good things in here like Colossus Arms as well as Red Nucleus, so make sure you're on top of that. Kill your 2 world bosses so that you have max for that. And finally, we're going to talk about the level cap, which was raised to 48 today, and as you can see, I got to 47 and it went up by a lot of experience, right? All these people in the comments like, oh yeah, it's fine, I level up fine, and it's gonna be okay, and I don't know what you're talking about, save all your stuff. Like, what do you mean? Now's the time to prove them all wrong, right? Now, I have done all my stuff for the day. I've done my bounties. I have no main story. I have nothing. I put my Vitality into the beacons, which will be cashed into XP later on, so just keep that in mind. You are going to run into an XP drought. So right now, I've barely leveled up to 47, and I have a little bit in there. I'm going to have to grind chests or rely on Mia's Kitchen and bounties from tomorrow. But if I'm getting only this much right here, I would estimate at the end of the day, from Mia's and bounties, I'd have 500k. So tomorrow I'm going to get another 500k. So if I want to be full capped at level 48, I'm going to have to put in some extra work. And extra work is going to be side quests. Side quests is extra work. Supply pods, you can start cashing in on those. You can start cashing in on main story if you were one of those who saved it, which is a decent idea to do, but I wanted to show you when the next chapter was starting, so I went ahead and ran mine. And then if you don't have any of that, you're relying on your experience from your vitality, and that's, it's okay, but it's not much, maybe like 40k a run or something like that. Then you're going to have to start hard grinding. There is no way around this. It's going to be green chests, blue password chest force opening, and purple password chest force opening. You are going to maybe even want to kill some mount bosses. Whatever you can for XP is going to be what you're going to be trying to get your hands on. So trust me, you're going to have a lot of playtime today and tomorrow trying to make sure that you keep up with that level 48, because keep in mind on Friday the cap is going to go up to 50, so that's another 2 levels, and we might have the main story to help us out a little bit by then, but don't count on it too much because you're going to be entering a slog, an XP slog here. So that's what we've been talking about, that's what we've been preparing for, and we will finally be able to start going in and capitalizing on that. So keep that in mind. I'd wait till tomorrow to start worrying about claiming supply pods and things like that. Once you see your finalized XP, including your bounties, which are RNG, you could get S rank bounties and get more XP, your Mia's Kitchen, and then how much you have for vitality spendage. But if you're doing the Omnium trick, you're not going to be getting a lot of XP from that. Well, you'll be 0. So that's something to keep in mind. Once we have all of that out of the way, we have our extra daily checklist that's going to be next. Make sure you are doing your training. Make sure to be on top of that. I have this stupid bat thing today. I fail this thing within the first 5 seconds every single time. Can anybody, you got some tips for me on the bat? Like, I just cannot do this. And then gliding training, I just go for the 2 bubbles and hit the goal. I don't know what you guys do. Comment down below. But I got some bad ones today. I got some real bad ones, not going to lie. All right, so after that, make sure you go ahead and check out your black market for Hopkins. Make sure you retrieve your rewards from him for the daily gift, as well as the Cetus Island claw machine. Once you've done both of those, head to Hykros and do the machine part farm. Go in your loop, collect your machine parts because you are going to need them, trust me, and then use those machine parts to go ahead and maintain your vehicles. They should be caught up to your level at this point, so make sure you're keeping up on top of that, getting those free dark crystals, because that's going to be really important, especially with all these characters coming out at the pace they're coming out. You're definitely going to want as many dark crystals as you can get your hands on. After you've done that, make sure to head to the shop, check out the daily supply box area, and claim your free box. And do keep in mind that if you are a whale, you will have to refresh your purchased supply box today because it's day 15, so that's going to be, the 2 weeks have passed, so go ahead and buy that again. And then check out your vitality solution. 50 for the free-to-play players, 100 is for the dolphins, and then the 200s after that is for the super whales and the leviathans, the krakens, whatever you want to call yourself. You guys know what you are. You do your thing and buy your thing. So once you've got all those things done, I just did want to put a brief announcement on the support points in the commissary. Make sure you're keeping up with that, getting your support points and cashing in on that joint supply and hopefully those black nucleus. And then you can start to look at gold later on, so that'll be important. Check out your elemental ores in the world. Go around, you kill those fire elemental ores, get those crystals. They're going to help you for upgrading materials, and you're going to need it because gold armor is coming on Friday. So make sure to keep that in mind. It takes a massive amount of XP to upgrade gold armor, so you're going to be struggling. You're really going to be struggling, and all of this will be helping you out for sure. Now that we've got through all of that, we have the good news. We have a lot of new stuff to talk about. Like we mentioned, 2.0 is coming up. Lynn is possibly coming up, and Ruby, the new continent Vera, and the Muroria city. It's going to be amazing. But we also have Frigg right on the horizon, right after Nemesis. So there's going to be a lot of question. Where am I spending my dark crystals? Who am I going for? What it looks like right now, what I think is going to happen is we're going to get Frigg, and then we're going to get Claudia and probably Cobalt, and then I think we are going to get the announcement for the 2.0, which may include Lynn and Ruby. But I don't know for certain. It could not be 100%, so you might want to hold your crystals. Like, I don't see any sign of Saki Fua coming out anytime soon, so Frigg may be good, may not be good, depends on how much you want to spend or how much you want to do, but we have a lot of characters coming out pretty fast, in my opinion. So you're going to have to strategize and plan here. If you want more advice, come to my live stream every day at 6 p.m. EST. Ask me the questions. I answer them in chat. So I'll go ahead and give you personalized advice based on what you have. Next, after that, we have an important update for the Frontier Clash. Make sure you are holding your Frontier Clash charges. You should have hopefully 2 when it happens on Thursday. So you'll have 2 charges on Thursday. And then if you had 3 from before, that's pretty good too. You could have planned ahead for that. But I know some people were pushing Phantasm, so we burned one of ours, which makes sense. Progress is always good over min-maxing, depending in the situation. So we got this here. We should have 2 charges at least by Friday. If you've been following these guides, that's going to be massive because you're going to get gold armor. Gold armor is very, very big, so make sure you're saving for that. Then I wanted to point out with the Void Rifts, today is Volt and Fire vulnerability. You could not ask for better vulnerabilities. You will absolutely slaughter this world boss, or this boss in here. So this is a good day to do your Volt rifts, because, or Void Rifts, sorry. Volt, I just got Volt on the mind. The Void Rifts, because you will get XP from this, and it's an easy day, so it's good to capitalize. You can check the boss and see if this is a boss that you have not done yet, and then you can go ahead and run him for 20 Dark Crystals credit over here. You can click on all these things, and yeah, I know Robar be looking a little bit different in this picture, right? She'd be looking a little bit different, but make sure you collect all those and get your free stuff there, so that'll be very important. And then I want to put out the final warning for Wormhole. Make sure you are going to your Wormhole and you have cleared on the Endless mode 1 time the 8 floors, because that will give you an additional 160 purple dust, which you will not get otherwise. And this will be resetting in 17 hours. For NA time, probably a little more or less depending on your server. So that cycle's going to hit over and you're going to get an additional 280 dust. And when that happens, it's going to refresh your one-time clear for the first Wormhole. But also keep in mind that Friday is coming up and level 50 will be here. That means we will have Wormhole normal mode for Hydra level. That's level 50, so it's going to be harder. You're going to wish you had that Meryl 1-star, trust me, or that King Simulacrum passive trait. Like, you're going to need something, because these things get hard. They get really hard. So just keep that in mind. The rewards will also be unlocked, additional one-time bundles and boxes, so a lot of great stuff to look forward to there. And then after that, we also have some new shop armor coming very soon. So if you take a look at the commissary, you can see in the Crystal Dust store that we will be able to spend gold dust pretty soon. Starting at level 50, you'll be able to purchase the bracers and the legs. So make sure to wait, do your Frontier Clash first, because you might get a pair of bracers or a pair of legs from that thing. So just keep that in mind. And also at level 50, the joint operation should start giving gold gear as well. So level 50 Friday will be all about them golds, right? Gold gear all over the place. So you're going to start seeing the level 50. You're going to get unlocks for that, so you can target armor pieces and make sure you have a full gold set and start working towards the best combination of like crit attack and whatever your element attack is on the gloves. So this is going to be some fun and exciting times. Once you have finally finished everything there, you're definitely looking at those long-term achievements, but today you're probably not going to have a lot of time, because you might want to, start getting at least level 48 today so that tomorrow you can cash into the max level on that. But you can work towards mounts, you can work towards achievements, you can work towards map progress and side story progress, and you can also work towards farming the machine parts, because, hey, the more the better. You're always going to run out of those things. All right, that's going to be it for this one, everyone. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if this information helped you at all whatsoever and you feel like I earned it. Go ahead and hit that button. Hit that bell button, hit that like, subscribe. We're also going to be live streaming today at 6 p.m. EST. Come ask me any questions you have about what you should buy, about what your characters should be for your team. I'll answer all of those things, so be sure to check that one out. It's live stream on YouTube. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for your time and watching the video, and we will catch you in the next one.